Draw the right knee up to the right tricep. Inhale, reach the arms up and over the head. Exhale, fold inside the right knee. Hey, and welcome to episode 3 of Yoga for Men. Of course, this video isn't only for men, but the reason I've called it Yoga for Men is because I want to inspire more men to take up the beautiful practice of yoga. As always, the classes in the series are a little bit more challenging. However, if you need to rest at any stage, please feel free to do so. When you're ready, let's meet in a comfortable seated position. Let's close down the eyes, lengthen out through the spine, relax the shoulders away from the ears, and slightly lower the chin. Let's take just a couple moments here to settle onto our mat and set an intention for class, which may be physical, spiritual, mental, or emotional in nature. Before we start, I'd like to encourage you to pay attention to the inflow and outflow of your breath for the duration of practice. When you're ready, blink open the eyes and let's meet in a tabletop position. In your tabletop, stack your shoulders above your wrists, your hips above your knees, and tuck your toes under. Let's do a quick wrist warm-up. So shift forward and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now point your fingertips to the long edge of your mat. Shift forward and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now point your fingertips towards your knees. Shift forward and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake out the hands. And let's come back into the neutral table. Let's flow through a couple rounds of dynamic cat and cow. So inhale as you lower your belly, gaze forward, shift your hips towards your heels. Exhale, round at the upper back, tuck your chin to your chest and shift your hips forward. Inhale, send the hips backwards, lower the tummy, gaze forward for cow. Exhale, round the upper back, tuck the chin to the chest and shift the hips forward. Inhale, lower the tummy, send the hips back, gaze forward for cow. Exhale, roll up through the base of the spine, round the upper back, tuck the chin to the chest. Do a couple more on your own. And let's meet in a neutral table. From here, lift your knees off the mat so they're hovering about 1 inch or about 3 centimeters off the mat. In your turbo cat, Evenly distribute your weight throughout your hands. Press the mat away from you and round your upper back. From here, let's pull the right knee towards the right wrist. Let the knee hover. Draw the right knee up to the right tricep. Send it over to the left tricep. Lower it down to the left wrist. Then back to the right wrist. Good job. Set the foot back down. Let's do the other side. Draw the left knee to the left wrist. Draw it up to the left tricep. Over to the right tricep. Down to the right wrist. Back over to the left wrist. And set it back down. From here, extend the legs back and meet me in a high plank. In your high plank, press the mat away from you. Externally rotate your upper arms so your biceps are facing the front of the mat, and tuck your tailbone under. Take a deep inhale, shift forward. Exhale as you bend at the elbows and lower your tummy onto the mat. Inhale, lift your hands, your feet and your thighs off the mat for locust. Exhale, bring the hands and feet back onto the mat and press yourself back up to a high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend at the elbows, lower yourself onto your tummy. Inhale, lift the hands, feet and the thighs. Feel the squeeze in the backside of the body. Exhale, lower. And press yourself back up into a plank. Last one, let's shift forward on the inhale. Exhale, lower down onto your tummy. Inhale, come into a locust. Exhale, hands and feet back onto the mat. And press yourself back up into a high plank. And then send the hips up and back for a downward dog. Let's take a couple moments here, since it's the first downward dog of class. And you can do whatever the body needs, so you can pedal out the heels, shift the hips left and right, or anything else that feels good. Let's come back to a static down dog. In your down dog, press the mat away from you with your hands. Engage your quads and lower your heels towards the mat. Of course, it's perfectly fine if they don't touch. From here, let's pulse the upper body towards the thighs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now walk the feet behind the hands and slowly rise up one vertebra at a time into Tadasana, mountain pose. In mountain pose, evenly distribute your weight throughout your feet. Engage your quads to pull your knees up your legs. Lengthen out through the spine and reach up through the crown of your head. We're going to flow through 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar here. So when you're ready, inhale, palms touch above the head, gaze at the hands. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step the feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend at the elbows, chaturanga. In your chaturanga, squeeze the elbows into the body. Inhale, press yourself up into an up dog. Broaden out through the collarbones. Exhale, send the hips up and back for down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Step or float the feet behind the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, palms touch above the head. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step the feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float the feet behind the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, Tadasana. Last one. Inhale, palms touch above the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to a high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend at the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's stay in a downward dog. And let's lower the forearms down onto the mat for dolphin. In your dolphin, press the mat away with your forearms. Engage the thighs and lower the heels towards the mat. Let's hold here for 5 slow, deep breaths. Press yourself back up into a down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg straight up and back for 3-legged dog. Bend at the right knee, stack the right hip over the left. And then lower the right foot outside the left leg. Reach the right arm towards the right corner of your mat for a wild thing. Press the left hand into the mat and gaze at the right. On your next exhale, lower your hips all the way down. Come onto your back, extend your right leg towards the back of your mat and your left leg to the sky. Reach your arms towards your left foot and reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's come back into a wild thing. Place the right hand back onto the mat and extend the right leg through over the left side of the mat. And lift the left arm for starfish. On your next exhale, lower your hips, let them hover above the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Good job. Bring the left hand back onto the mat and come back to a 3-legged dog. Let's hold here for 5 slow, deep breaths. I'd encourage you to close down your eyes to go deeper into your meditation. If you had your eyes closed, blink them open. Exhale as you step your right foot between your hands. Lower your left heel onto the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up and over the head for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. In your Warrior 1, stack your right knee over your right heel. Press down into the outer edge of the back foot and reach up through your arms. On your next inhale, let's meet in a Warrior 2. Gaze over the right middle finger. Or you can close down the eyes. On your next inhale, interlace the hands behind your back. Exhale, fold inside the right knee and reach the arms up and over the head for Humble Warrior. On your next inhale, release and meet me back in Warrior 2. Send energy out through both of your fingertips, or fingertips in both hands. Windmill the hands down onto the mat. Extend your right foot back, keep it hovering. Let's do a one-legged chaturanga here. Shift forward, bend at the elbows. Inhale, come into an up dog. Exhale, send the hips up and back for down dog. Walk the feet behind the hands and rise up one vertebra at a time into mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's flow through 3 more rounds of Surya Namaskar A before we do the other side. Reach your arms up over the head as you inhale. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step the feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float the feet behind the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, palms touch above the head. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands into the mat, step the feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, send the hips up and back for down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float the feet behind the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, Tadasana. Last one. Inhale, palms touch above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, meet in a high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's hold here. And then lower the forearms down onto the mat for dolphin. Let's close down the eyes and stay for 5 slow, deep breaths. Press yourself back up into a down dog and reach the left leg straight up and back on the inhale. Bend at the left knee, stack the left hip over the right. Then lower the left foot outside the right leg and meet me in a wild thing. Again, press the mat away with your right hand to avoid collapsing into the shoulder girdle. Exhale as you lower, come all the way onto your back, extend your left leg forward, your right leg up, reach the arms towards your right foot and pass up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's come back into a wild thing and then transition into a starfish by bringing the left hand down and extending the left leg over the right side of the mat. Gaze at your right thumb in starfish here. On your next exhale, lower the hips, let them hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Bring the right hand back down into the mat and send the left foot straight up and back for a 3-legged dog. Let's close down the eyes and take 5 slow, deep breaths here. In and out through the nose. On your next exhale, left foot comes between the hands, lower the right heel. Inhale, reach the arms straight up and over the head for Virabhadrasana 1. On your next inhale, let's meet in a warrior 2. On your next inhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Exhale as you fold inside the left leg. Reach your arms up and over the head for humble warrior. Inhale, release, come back to a warrior two. Windmill your hands back down onto the mat. Extend your left leg back. Let's do a one-legged chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale. Send the hips up and back for down dog. Great job. Let's close down the eyes here and hold. If the eyes were closed, blink them open, lift the heels, bend at the knees, and step or float the feet behind the hands. And meet me in a yogi squat. Lengthen out through the spine here, and bring the hands to the heart. If you want, you can shift left and right, or forward and back. Just do whatever feels good here. On your next exhale, release. Bring your butt down onto the mat. Bring the soles of the feet about hip width distance apart in front of you. And the hands behind the back with the fingertips facing forward. Inhale, lift the hips up for a reverse table. You can do whatever feels good with the head here, so you can continue looking forward or tilt the head back and look up. You can also shift forward and back to stretch deeper into the front side of the shoulders. From here, lower the hips, let them hover. Extend the legs, and let's come into an L-sit by lifting the feet up, and let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Great job. Lower the hips all the way down. Extend the legs out in front of you. Inhale as you reach the arms up and over the head. Exhale, fold forward and grab the feet. If you can't grab your feet, that's perfectly fine. You can also bring your hands on your shins, or you can also bend at the knees, grab the feet, and then scoot the hips back. Either way, keep the feet active by pulling your toes back towards you. On your next inhale, release. You can readjust on your mat if you need to. And then slowly lower yourself onto your back. Pull the right knee in to the body. Give it a bit of a squeeze here. Then shift the hips over to the right. Then lower the knee off the left side of your mat. Extend the right arm away. And breathe. If you want, you can also grab the left foot with the right hand and pull the foot into the glutes for a thigh stretch on the left. Exhale, release, come back through center. And let's do the other side. Pull the left knee into the body. Squeeze it. And shift the hips over to the left. And lower the knee off the right side of your mat. Extend the left arm away from you. Again, you can grab the right foot with the left hand for a thigh stretch. Exhale, release. Come back through center. Hug both knees into the chest. Give the legs a big squeeze. Exhale, open mouth, let it go. Release the heels to the corners of your mat. Arms come down beside you with your palms facing up. And close down the eyes for Savasana. Let's stay in Savasana for just 2 or 3 minutes to absorb all of the benefits of practice. Start to bring some movement into your fingers and your toes. Roll over onto one side. Keep your eyes closed and push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Just as we did at the beginning of class, let's take a few moments here to pay attention to our breath and come deeper into the present moment. Any thoughts or emotions or sensations arise, that's perfectly fine. Just observe them, let them go, and come back to the breath. Bring your hands to your heart. Rub your hands together to create some heat. Place the palms over the eyes. Blink open the eyes and lower the hands. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you enjoyed the class and would like to watch the extended version of the video, you can check out the link for that video in the description. Please also consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Thanks again for joining me. I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Namaste.